Hello everyone, welcome to Krakow video series. NMIMS Mumbai is one of the most prestigious B schools in India for many MBA aspirants. The only way to get into NMIMS is by taking an entrance test called NMAT, which will be adaptive in nature. The only way to ace this test is by taking more tests. For that, we have launched an excellent crash course for NMAT, including national level mock test, concept videos, and concept tests and so on. The link for the NMAT crash course is provided in the description, so please check it out. The NMAT exam is going to be held from 10th October to 19th December 2022. The registration process for the NMAT has started and it ends on 10th October. If you have not registered yet, you can visit the link given in the description and get registered as well. Now let us have a look at the MBA admission criteria and the final placement details of NMIMS Mumbai. As mentioned earlier, taking the NMAT test is the only way to get into NMIMS Mumbai, and the candidates must hold an undergraduate degree with a minimum of 50% aggregate. If you can see the first stage in the admission process, a short list will be prepared based on the performance in NMAT. The NMAT scores will be considered. Also, there will be a cutoff. It is expected to 92 to 96. That means it is safe to target a score of more than 210 in NMAT 2022. The candidates who get shortlisted in stage 1 need to appear for the case discussion and the personal interview, which is nothing but stage 2. And finally, in stage 3, the merit list will be prepared based on the candidate's performance in case discussion, personal interview, NMAT scores, academic performance, relevant work experience and other similar inputs. Now let us have a look at the NMIMS final MBA placements of its graduating batch of 2022. NMIMS has successfully concluded its final placement season for its flagship MBA program and MBA HR program simultaneously. Now let us see the placement details for both the programs. So these are the placement key highlights of MBA core program. So as you can see, the highest package stood at 57.65 lakh per annum, whereas the average package stood at 23.07 lakh per annum, which is an increase of 25.4% compared to the last year's average package. So in this final placement season, 130 recruiters participated. Among those, 38 are the first time recruiters. Among 130 recruiters, 64 are the Fortune 500 companies. As you can see, almost 29% of the placements are PPOs, that is pre-placement offers. And if you can see, the average CTC for the top 50 people is 35.03 lakh per annum. For top 120 people, the average CTC is 30.16 lakh per annum. For top 180, the average CTC is 28.29 lakh per annum. For top 240, the average CTC is 27.00 lakh per annum. So these are the placement key highlights for the MBA HR program. As you can see, the highest package stood at 29.09 lakh per annum, whereas the average package stood at 19.40 lakh per annum, which is an increase of 28.56% compared to the last year's average package. In this final placement season, 24 recruiters participated. Among those, 10 are first time recruiters. Among 24 recruiters, 11 are the Fortune 500 companies. As you can see, almost 11% of the placements are PPOs, pre-placement offers, and the average package for the top 5% of the batch is 24.84 lakh per annum, and for the top 10% is 24.38 lakh per annum. For top 20%, the average CTC is 23.77 lakh per annum, and finally for the top 30%, the average CTC is 23.21 lakh per annum. So these are the placement key highlights for both the programs, MBA and MBA HR. Now let us see the latest batch profile of the MBA core program at NMIMS Mumbai. The batch size was not disclosed in the placement report by the institute, but the gender ratio mentioned that 69% of the students are male and 31% of the students are female. Also, the students of this batch have various educational backgrounds. As you can see, 64% of the students are from engineering background, 10% are from management, 17% are from commerce, 3% are from science, and finally 6% are from other backgrounds. So regarding the work experience, almost 69% of the students in this batch have prior work experience in various industries as shown here. As you can see, 32% of the students have work experience in IT, startup and e-commerce. 12% of the students are having the work experience in conglomerate and manufacturing sector. 14% are having the work experience in BFSI sector. 15% of the students are having the work experience in consulting sector. 1% are from FMCG and FMCD sector. And finally, 26% of the students are having the work experience in other sectors. If you can see the batch work experience duration which is mentioned here, 31% of the students are freshers who do not have any work experience, 15% of the students have 1 to 12 months of work experience, 26% of the students are having 13 to 24 months of work experience, 19% of the students are having 25 to 36 months of work experience, and finally 9% of the students are having more than 36 months of work experience. Now let us see the latest batch profile of MBA HR program at NMIMS Mumbai. Also for this program, the batch size was not disclosed in the placement report by the institute, but the gender ratio mentioned that 58% of the students are male and 42% of the students are female. Also the students of this batch have various educational backgrounds. As you can see, 42% of the students are having the educational background of engineering, 14% are from management, 28% are from commerce, 5% are from science, and finally 11% of the students are from other backgrounds. So regarding the work experience, almost 44% of the students in this batch have prior work experience in various industries as shown here. As you can see, 32% of the students are having the work experience in IT startup sector, 14% are from BFSI sector, and 14% are from conglomerate and manufacturing sectors, and finally 40% are from other sectors. So if you can see the batch work experience duration which is mentioned here, 56% of the students are freshers who do not have any work experience, 14% of the students are having the work experience of 1 to 12 months, 16% of the students having 13 to 24 months of work experience, 11% of the students are having 25 to 36 months of work experience, and finally 3% of the students are having the work experience above 36 months. So this is all about the placement report and the admission criteria of NMIMS Mumbai in detail. Thank you so much guys, and all the best.